Offense heroes are by far the most popular category in Overwatch. Everyone just tries to be good at least one of them. Nobody's really perfect at playing the offense heroes, and we all make mistakes every now and then, but it's just so easy to make the same mistake over and over again, but we just don't notice it. Maybe we do notice, but we're just so conditioned to doing it over and over that we roll with it and keep going. Some of these things are huge mistakes that can get you killed. Some are minor things that could make you a better player if you fix them, but the point is that we can always just correct one little thing to be more effective. Honestly, offense heroes are probably the worst offenders of all the categories because they're the most involved with the damage dealing and dodging. Because of everything that's going on, you just don't have time to think, oh, maybe I should have wraith formed over here instead of there, and that's fine. That's what this video is here for. I'm just trying to make you more aware of some of the mistakes you might be making and helping you to correct them to become better players. That's all I really want to do, just help you guys to become better players. That's what this channel is all about. So we should start off with Genji since he's the first offense hero, and we know that he's by far one of the most popular heroes in the game, meaning this applies to a lot of people watching. A lot of Genjis really like to double jump a lot in the middle of combat, which is fantastic. It's a good ability that you should make use of because you move differently than other heroes, but people become conditioned to your movement very quickly. I'm also a complete offender of this. In the footage you're looking at, I'm probably doing the exact thing I'm about to tell you is a mistake. So it only takes a few seconds before you become very predictable in the sense that you create a pattern with your double jumps. You know, if you're jumping around and only double jumping, it's just so easy to predict where you will fall the same way as a normal enemy. Remember that if you can only control direction a little bit at the beginning of a jump, you also have less maneuverability than a regular jump when you're in the air for longer than normal. So the mistake here is actually using the double jump too often. You have this great ability that makes you unpredictable, but you also have the normal jump. This can make you even harder to hit when you use it randomly in a 1v1 or even in a team fight because you might get focused down if you're behind the enemy team. So next we have McCree. He can be a very difficult hero to play because of the accuracy required, but the stun and spray combo is still something that is very effective, especially on console where it's just harder to hit good shots. But that's not the mistake, that's just an intro to the character to make smooth dialogue. Anyways, one of the common mistakes with McCree is using his role incorrectly. It's not uncommon to see people try to roll behind cover when they're low or towards a health kit in a heated battle, which is not a wasted use of it, it's fine, but people sometimes forget how effective of a combo it can make. Each fan the hammer can do a maximum of 270 damage when at close range, which is 45 damage per shot. When McCree rolls, he refills his rounds so that he can get another 270 damage. Pair that up with a flashbang to completely melt tanks at close range. A combo of fan the hammer, roll, flashbang, and another fan the hammer can do a massive 550 damage. That's enough to kill almost every tank in the game with the exception of a Roadhog, but seeing how he's in critical condition with his pick rate, the combo is super powerful right now, and not many people think of doing this on the battlefield. You might go into the fight thinking that you can pull it off, but you might change your mind or new things were introduced in the battle, so just keep in mind that this is one of the highest DPS combos in the game. Next we have Farah, and as a Farah main, I'm not perfect. In fact, I'm a lot worse than plenty of Farahs out there, and for some reason, I'm not entirely sure, but Farah has a 1-star rating of difficulty. As heroes go, I wouldn't say that Farah is an easy character to play. There's a lot of predicting going on, and you need to be mobile and aware of the enemy placement. You need to be fast and deadly like a raptor. Have you ever heard her start a pursuit? She says Raptora systems online. This means that you need to zoom through the air and hunt enemies down. This is by far the most common and easiest mistake to make, and that is hovering through the air like a pigeon and hoping not to get shot down. You need to use your concussive blast and jump jet to move yourself around the map. People underestimate the effectiveness of free falling as Farah as well. Don't be afraid of the ground, go and give it a kiss. There's no fall damage in Overwatch and it won't kill you to get some cover from time to time. These methods make you unpredictable and harder to hit, while you can close the gap and become more effective. Next we have Reaper. Reaper is a very good offense hero, and his ult is so powerful right now, but when an enemy team knows that you're about to ult, it can throw your whole plan off the rails. The defense matrix goes up, Winston bubble goes down, and everything is much worse for you. A common problem is when Reapers wraith form right into the enemy team. We all know what's going to happen when you do that, because it's one of the most telegraphed things you can possibly do. When you ult, try not to make it obvious that you're going to do it. Try shooting a couple of enemies first and then ult. The enemies will probably think that you're trying to poke for ult, but after about a mag into the fight, ult because you get that extra damage from the shotgun fire, and you don't have to reload to continue the damage stream, not to mention it can throw your enemies off. Next, we have Soldier and the way you use Helix rockets. Now, using Helix rockets on a bunch of grouped up enemies is great because there's splash damage that really helps finish off enemies, but the one thing that is way too common is using them to attack barriers. It's not difficult to see why they shouldn't be used to take down barriers because they do 120 burst damage and your rifle is just much better at taking them down. Keep in mind that barriers cannot heal themselves while they're deployed, so streamline damage is actually probably the best way to go when taking them down. The burst damage, however, is a super good counter to healing because of the instant effect, so it's better to use against low health enemies or to finish off in a 1v1. Also, they're on an 8-second cooldown, so you don't want to spam them very often. Sombra is a difficult hero to say the least, and I have very little knowledge about how to play her, so I asked my friend Kat, who's a very good Sombra, to explain some of the common mistakes. One of the problems is managing your translocator. Sometimes you'll throw down a translocator in a good escape route and go into combat, but as soon as you get a kill or two, you get emboldened and start going after more enemies and forget about your translocator. The thing is that you need it in order to escape sticky situations, so you need to use it when it's low on time before you lose your opportunity, or you might get killed. Lastly, we have Traitor, who is also a hero I have literally no knowledge on. I have also consulted the Catherine repository of knowledge for this one. So something that many Tracers do is just recall for basically no reason. I don't mean like recall when not in combat, I mean like if you lose 50 HP or your shield breaks or if your armor's down, it's apparently just a reactive thing to do when you hear the shatter of shields going down or you take lots of damage and your armor's going down. In reality, armor and shielding don't come back when you recall, so it served you no purpose. It also has a lengthy cooldown of about 12 seconds, so wasting it like that isn't a great idea. When you hear Tracer take a deep breath and you see red around the edge of your screen, that's the sound you need to look out for to know the rough timing to recall. Hear the sound and check your health before recalling. So that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, show me by dropping a like down below. Tell me the kinds of mistakes that you make often in the comments, and I'll try to help you out with as many as I can. So, I love to make this content for you guys, but it's really rough on me and takes a lot of time out of every single day, so my friend Catherine is going to help me out with these videos for you guys to enjoy. You'll see her tomorrow, and she's also a diamond player, and has been playing since launch, so she also has a lot of useful information for you all. This is Carter signing off, and I'll see you all next time.